Hi chat, hi, hello. Welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby, and today we are going to be playing Slay the Princess. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Colas for getting the first channel points award. Well done. And yes, hello, hi. I hope you're doing well today. I am feeling some kind of way. So chat, yesterday, I think I mentioned I had to leave early because I was going to get some vaccinations. And that's exactly what happened, is I ended stream and then, oh, mobile Twitch is getting slower and slower each update. Why would they do this? Why would they do this to you, friend? And also, hi, hello, it's good to see you, welcome to the stream, I can speak. Yeah, so I ended stream yesterday and then I went and I got some shots. I got my flu shot and I got my COVID shot. Herd immunity, no chance for a mobile user to get first, bless. I think it depends on how steep the competition is for the day, but yeah, it seems like there is a distinct disadvantage there. Oops, Quimby! Ah, thank you! Ah, that's so kind of you, friend. But yeah, so I got injections yesterday, and then I went home and I ate pancakes for dinner, and then I sat down to do work on literally anything ever. I think the tabs I have are on my phone. Bless. Maybe they should get good. Maybe they should stop making their UI cringe. But yeah, I sat down to do like literally any workout and I went, oh gosh, oh no, I'm getting the nap vibes. It was like 7 o'clock in the evening. I slept for 3 hours. Took a 3-hour nap at 7 o'clock in the evening. Woke up at 10 p.m. and went, oh gosh. So my sleep schedule, or rather, I guess not sleep schedule here. Sleeping last night was kind of an adventure, so I'm feeling fine today, but some kind of way about it, you know? I'm like, whoa, I feel like I got time warped in a lot of ways. But it's fine, it's totally fine. We're here and it's okay, and I'm just gonna make sure to get back on track tonight, and it's gonna be fine. The sleep thing will be broken today. Ah, rip. Always rough when your sleep schedule gets interrupted. I say as someone whose sleep schedule got interrupted yesterday. But it's fine, we're gonna play Slay the Princess and it's gonna be great. That is the end of our intro section, so we're gonna pause the intro music. We're gonna change the scene, 3, 2, 1, and pop! Content warning, this is a horror game, not intended for all audiences. The blacktabbygames.com has a list of specific content warnings. We have not turned off the flickering image effects or the parallax effects, so if that's something that will affect you, please be aware. And as always, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Alright, so we're currently on, what I'm calling the darkest timeline run. Good morning, Gamer Nation. Ah, Gamer Good Morning Nation, says Candy Vault, and I agree wholeheartedly. I keep doing that thing that I do where I stretch my arms over my head while I'm talking, except my left arm is hurting today. It's sore from having needles in it. Yeah, so we're currently doing our our darkest timeline run. We're gonna slay the princess, and I mean, we may as well hop back into it.
Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Hi, welcome to the Wraith chapter.
Yes, so it does.
Oh, we've got Colt here.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
Look at the cross-hatching on this tree. I'm a big cross-hatching enjoyer.
Okay, so you've already been here.
Hey, narrator.
More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
Thanks, Colas, for the want. A baby watching series will be back and not see me. Maybe. Yeah, well, thank you for stopping by at any rate. It's always lovely to see you. I hope that you have fun with this series. Yeah, so, I don't know if I properly explained it. Yeah, we're on our darkest timeline run. We're doing a whole bunch of bad endings, and then we're going to slay the princess, and then we're gonna get it over with, and it's gonna be great. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. We're good. We're just gonna do this now, and then we're never gonna have to do it again, and it'll be fine.
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate, to be honest.
Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice.
To be fair, we have done it twice.
All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
Get him, Cold. Okay.
This place feels a bit different, though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
No, I would say not. There's spiders and stuff.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Oh, you're reading the book I recommended a while back ago, Scarlet Pimpernel. Oh, let's absolutely go. Oh my gosh, I love the Scarlet Pimpernel. I love the Scarlet Pimpernel so much. It's... Ah! It's fine. It's fine. I've got strong feelings on the subject. It's fine. Not very far yet. No. It's got very old-timey language in it, so definitely takes a bit longer to read than something more casual. I love the Scarlet Pimpernel. It's real good. It's real good. At any rate, though, whew, Princess Slay. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
I think that is the clearest explanation in the narrator that we get across the game.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Thank you, Cold.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Let's see. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options.
Well, if they're both bad options, then why would I do any of them?
The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Well, that's just hurtful. At any rate, we are going to proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Thank you, narrator.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Unfortunately, I do know what I need to do.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
Oh, I love you, voice of the paranoid.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Oh, paranoid.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
To be fair, it does sound like somebody's about to crack. Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Fair enough, I guess.
Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
I'm a big fan of this cabin for how just obviously it's not the cabin we saw from the outside.
The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror?
Yeah, the mirror is there.
The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
You know, why isn't there a pristine blade? I'm very genuinely curious. This time around playing the game, I keep trying to pay more attention to the pristine blade to see if I can figure it out. And it's just so mysterious.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time? I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Interesting. I don't know that I agree with that, Cole, but okay. Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
Oh, poor Paranoid.
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
Huh.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
To be fair, we have no way of knowing.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Assuming there is a basement. Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Yeah.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Just assume that there's a mirror. Wipe the mirror
I
clean.
hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
That is true that the anticipation is oftentimes worse than the actual event. Like me with getting shots. The anticipation is by far the worst part.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly
There we
staring
go.
into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
There we go.
Shit, where is she?
Genuinely no clue.
You feel something long and
Oh, there
frigid
she is.
coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
She's like a snake.
Your bones snap.
Like a constrictor snake.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your
Ouchie.
veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
Ouchie.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
Hi.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Oh my gosh, hi, princess.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me.
Yeah, there she is. I love her.
So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
She's so spooky.
And you? You get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Oh boy.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
Yeah, I mean, her feelings are admittedly very clear.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
I mean, ordinarily I'd be very much on board, but unfortunately we are doing worst ending route.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Cold is so some kind of way.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Oh, and there goes Candybot telling me to take a little break. All right, Candybot, we'll do our starting or early on in the stream break. Starting with some water. Okay, water very tasty. And we're gonna do a little stretch break as well. Actually, I mean I'm doing it slightly for my legs, but I'm actually more so doing it for my sore vaccination arm. Doing some little stretches with it to try and work some of that soreness out. I told the person who was giving me the shot to prioritize speed over anything else, and so it was a little rougher than some other vaccinations I've had in the past, but was very fast, so that was good. But it does mean we're a little more sore. Alright. Okay. Here we go.
Except that pain hurts.
Pain does hurt.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Yeah.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
To be fair, pain isn't necessarily bad. It's mostly just our body's telling us that something is wrong. The issue is when you know that there's something wrong and you can't... And you're like, yes, I know.
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Let's see. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just... Or do I need to struggle? Okay, we are going to take a quick save here. Just in case. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the door for you?
You left me in a basement and then you killed me. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Awkward. Struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
Well,
It's so easy to make you squirm, but I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
Wraith, I love you.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Wraith, I love you.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her
Hi.
neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Hi, ma'am.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Me when I manifest a rock right on top of her head.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
Well, shut up, narrator. You're getting what you want.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Like, genuinely. I'm a big fan of how the Wraith's hair interacts with the world. The design silhouette is so good. She's rather iconic. And like with the hood and the and the like crown on top of it, yeah. Big fan.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Oh, paranoid.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine.
Aw.
It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Oh, paranoid.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Thank you, cold.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Kinda hot.
You're awake.
Oh.
Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your
Oh.
vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Well. Hi.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Kinda hot.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
Oh boy.
It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Alright, Cold, I see we're getting you on board. I really appreciate the subtitles in this one particularly because I can't understand a word she's saying. Ma'am.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
Thank you, hero. Interesting.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh, hero. Oh, hero. We are paranoid, admittedly. Interesting.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
To be fair, Cold is always like this. Me when I reap what I've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
He's been storing up a little bit of will. Oh, paranoid. Oh, paranoid.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Oh boy. Wraith, my beloved, she's just... Oh, she's so toxic. Thank you, Paranoid, for the little bit of a gift. I really genuinely appreciate that. We are going to throw our body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
These curtains are really pretty. I love the way that the folds are done. Sorry, Paranoid's helping us out on this one, and Paranoid is a surprisingly strong voice.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
That line goes so hard, actually. Her reserves are greater than yours, but the distance you have to cover is far shorter. I don't know, it goes hard.
We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Oh, thanks for the advice, Cold.
Yes, it's just a body now, but I gave you so many terrible things to you.
Oh, but if we listen to the Cold, then we can just let go of it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2.
Okay, Paranoid.
3. Next one, we all go. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches,
Yeah!
and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Yeah!
Why do you hate me?
Oh, honey.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Oh, darling.
We did it!
Oh,
We
darling.
actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we?
We've really shown them all.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Nice neutral ending.
What happens now?
I think we hang out.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
Yeah. Huh.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
Huh. There are 4 of us, I think. Me, Cold, Paranoid, and Hero, and the princess. Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel something. A mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Ah, she's so pretty. The long quiet's got, or is there not long quiet? The shifting mound has her. I'm the long quiet. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
Oh, but I will. If I can't be nice to the princess on this run, at least I can be nice to you guys. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Oh.
Whatever makes you happy.
These guys approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Okay, let's hop into our memories gallery just really quick. And yep, we've unlocked the Wraith. Broken Doll Spirit Slain. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Moment of Clarity on this run. Because Moment of Clarity, it is not one of the endings that leads to the end of everything that we want. But let's take a look at what we've got for Wraith. She demands elusive on the world. There's no choice here. She'll take what she's owed. You've been here before. Okay, yeah. So it looks like Wraith. We don't have a lot going on there. So there's not as many options to run on that one. Okay. Neat. Let's talk to her in the long quiet. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Her silhouette is so cool. Okay, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She isn't alone anymore. It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you.
Know that I hold no malice towards you. The pain of your journey will subside in due time.
No, that's not true. I don't actually hate her. I just have never chosen that dialogue option. I wanted to see what it said.
But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
Okay, alright. Ma'am. Alright. While we're here, sorry, I'm grabbing a jacket to wear. I really should remember to grab jackets before stream starts. I somehow never do. Somehow it's always the middle of the stream and I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of chilly in here. Oh, whoops, it's a bit cold actually. But that's fine, the jackets are near to hand. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's gonna be the end of the world, to be honest. Alright. This run, we are going to be going for Princess and the Dragon. Let's hop in our memories guide again real quick. Also just, yeah, you've been here before, Driven Heart, yep. So now all we've got is, yeah, is both of those things. Okay. Princess and the Dragon. This is gonna kill me. This might actually kill me doing this one. Gonna need to kill her. I'm gonna have to come back and abandon her again too? Oh, chat. This is this is gonna kill me. This is actually gonna kill me. I need to consult the guide that I found because it will, if I do this wrong and I have to replay it, it's gonna kill me. Okay, oh wait, okay, so I don't kill her, I abandon her. Chat, this is awful. This is awful. I'm gonna cry. Let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I don't know. It seems like it seems like it might be a good idea.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
A pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, sure, Mr. Narrator Man, I trust you. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll do her a favor then.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Me!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't know. Let's continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I mean, that seems sus, is all I'm saying.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Oh, yep, focusing.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No words. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Because I'm cool.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Okay.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
I see your point.
End this.
I see your point, ma'am. I'm going to slay you.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Ah, easy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're kind of getting got.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Yeah?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh, certainly.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
There's a knife in your heart. Why wouldn't that kill you?
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
But I don't. And my opinion is the one that matters.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
She's dead.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Great.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Awesome.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Don't worry about it, hero.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Sure, okay.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yep, let's go. Let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Oh, heck yeah.
Only
Oh, wait.
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Gosh darn it.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I don't know, guys. Something is telling me maybe this narrator guy isn't to be trusted.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
Huh.
You'll be happy.
Huh. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Don't like that.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
My God, I did everything you told me to do, and this is how you repay me.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
don't know. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Using the blade seems a bit sus, but if it's our only option.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, but like, what are you doing for me, narrator? I'm just feeling a little unfairly compensated for my time.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
I mean, I'm sort of leaning towards trusting the hero at this point.
Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you.
Uh-huh.
Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss?
No.
You ingrate.
Like, I'm so bored.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Do.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
What is going on with the pristine blade? I'm insane about it.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Yippee!
The end. Nice knowing you.
Yep, bye, narrator. Chapter 2, The Spectre. Here we go, alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world, you say? But I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Huh.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Huh. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, I guess technically in a way, but you weren't listening to me either.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Thank you for the summation, Cold. That was very convenient.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
I just don't believe that. I just don't think that that's true. Even if the narrator cares about my success, I just don't think that he cares about me.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I don't
What
know,
do you
man,
mean?
didn't they?
Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, TBH.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Does it really matter?
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
They probably would have just been going, I don't know.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us,
Gosh.
maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I was getting a phone call, but I'm not answering it.
Just stay focused, will you?
I don't know. What if I don't stay focused? Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
Yeah,
Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world.
we don't know.
And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
Cold is so convinced that she's dead that she actually is.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Now that I think about it, I think in all of the ones where the princess is actually dead, the cold is there. Seems that the cold's presence is what it takes for her to stay dead. Oh, and Candybot wants me to drink some water. Thanks, Candybot. Ah, Squats, hello, hello, hello. Well, come on in. We are slaying princesses out here, and I'm drinking water. Give me just a sec. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we're slaying princesses out here. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We're slaying princesses, but we're specifically doing bad route princess slaying. Cause I'm trying to get through the worst ending possible. I also want to hop into memories really quick and just see what we've got. I think I don't think we're gonna get anything new. I don't think we're gonna get anything new on this route. We're gonna have to come back and do Spectre again for some things, but that's fine. I love Spectre. Pretty good, nice. Oh, Colas, hi, welcome back. Good to see ya. Yeah, we're going for There's an ending where everything's. There's an ending that I think is gonna be the worst one, where we like really, honestly, legitimately kill the princess for real, for real, for real. And yeah, so we're gonna do that.
And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
See, I just don't trust that. Keep pressing enter. Ah, bless. That's several. Me when I'm typing a Twitch message and I just accidentally like pressed enter in the middle of it for some godforsaken reason, then I'm like, oh gosh darn it. Oh no, my chat message. I don't know, Scott's not friend with Rensod? Yeah. It's very cool. Rensod's pretty pog.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
King, the happily ever after you keep telling us about doesn't sound very happy. Last time around I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
My guy, you're so sus. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
No, honestly, for real, Colas. The Womp absolutely makes sense here. You're just giving us nothing. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah?
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yeah, sure.
Don't believe a word she says.
I don't know, man. Came to this room originally because of friends telling you you like broccoli on pizza. You know what? And I stand by it. I'm just saying, until you guys have tried broccoli on pizza, you can't knock it. Also, Colas, thank you for the not first, even though you definitely got first earlier today. But like, listen, unless you've tried broccoli pizza, you can't tell me it's bad. Because you just don't know. San Francisco pizza style? Well, okay, listen. Do you like pineapple on it? I don't think I've ever once had pineapple on pizza. I've just never sought it out, you know? I've usually got other pizza that I'm interested in. But I'm in no place to judge, really. You know, I'd like an unusual pizza combination. Okay. I don't think it's bad to know if more people in chat have tried pineapple on pizza. Yeah, I've never tried it. I've just never had pineapple on pizza. It's not something that I've really explored in my life. I like broccoli though. Broccoli and pizza is good. I will say, I do have to interject just because. So yes, broccoli pizza is a San Francisco thing as well, but also there's a strong tradition of broccoli on pizza out east. It's there's a lot of good Italian places have some very fantastic broccoli pizza out east.
She won't be a problem.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
That was me doing the sound effects for the wind whistling outside.
The blade is your
Okay.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's the
It
blade.
feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
To be fair, we did kill her already. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
I'm with Hero on this one.
There isn't.
There is.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I don't know. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
There's literally a mirror right there, my guy. But at any rate, this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
Oh, narrator.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Oh gosh, I'm being told to focus up. Oh gosh, I gotta lock in. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. We're locked in, chat, we're locked
The door
in.
to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust,
Oh boy.
and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air.
Oh boy.
The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This is one where I'm like, yeah, maybe it would be doing her a favor.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
Yeah, she's dead.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
I don't know.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yeah?
As you descend
would you
the
look at
final
that?
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Oh wait, but here she comes.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Hi.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Oh, Spectre is so cute.
Ghost!
Get over it here. Moving on.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't know, Colt. In another world, a ghost set us on fire.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
She's so cute.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Hi.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Cutie. Her little smile, big eyes. Yeah. Spectre is so cute.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
I don't think slaying her works, and besides, that might make her angry. I don't need her angry, and I need her to possess me.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I am waiting for a chance to use it. I feel bad. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
She's a ghost.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
Oh, narrator.
And then what?
And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
Yeah, is he gonna try and lock us in again?
What do you mean, after?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Me neither.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Let's see. What do you want from me?
I just want the same thing I've always wanted. To go home. But this place won't let me go. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
I do think at some point I'm going to have to come back and abandon her, but not this run.
That'd be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
To be fair, it is more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Hi!
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Could be neat.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Experience has told us yes. Yay! I know, but it's gonna be sad. We're gonna do this.
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
I was gonna say if we do it now, then we don't have to do it again. But then I remembered that to get to Princess and the Dragon, I have to let her. So I mean, I'm definitely planning to return to Princess and the Dragon a couple times. So, anyway.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
She's just like, yeah, sure.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
True.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Shut up, narrator. What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
It does sound really nice. She's so right about that.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
Sounds great. Do it. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Wouldn't you like to know, Feather Boy? Hey! Brr, 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 brr. Oh, that's really good. I might use that more. Wouldn't you like to know, Feather Boy?
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh boy, well here we go.
See you soon.
See you soon.
She rushes forward
Oh
and then
gosh.
she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body.
Oh boy.
It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Too late now.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles
Ouch.
twitching and convulsing violently,
Ouchie.
each involuntary movement causing
Ouch.
more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Ouch.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Well,
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
we gotta go.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So
Oh.
this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Hey, princess.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Come on, hero. Idiot.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Ah, that description gets me every time.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
She's so nice.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
It really does.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
But not about you, Cold.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, never.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
The narrator's never loved his creation.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, she's kind of inside our body right now.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, narrator. Appreciate that.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Let's slay the princess. I feel really bad about this.
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
Oh boy.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
Oh boy.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Oh honey.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts.
Well,
Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
well.
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin
So
roils
tricky.
and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Oh boy.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
I don't know, maybe this time.
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
Feel dull tear like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands are if you are the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself. Or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
Words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Did you mean to take me with you?
Oh, you're here. I thought I was going to be alone again. I didn't mean to bring you with me. I'm happy I only seem to have brought you. That's not nice of me to say. They weren't all bad, but they were definitely mostly bad.
Oh.
Maybe this means things between us can get better. Maybe everything that went wrong just came from them. I hope. Because I really wouldn't like to be stabbed a third time.
Chat, this is gonna kill me. Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait. If we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your, body stops being alive.
We're staying right here until we figure this out.
I don't think there's anything for us to figure out down here. I think our only answers are out there. Come on, let's...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet, and you are alone. This is what you deserve, 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 etc., 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 ad infinitum.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
Chat, this is gonna kill me. At any rate, let's pull a save. Just in case I mess this up. Oh goodness, Sunday999, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today. We're playing Slay the Princess. We're doing a Bad Endings run, and it's gonna kill me. Cause I have to abandon the princess and the dragon. It's fine. just looking at this, it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna cry. It's fine. Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands. Solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
Interesting. What happened to us? What happened to everything?
We're back at the beginning. My beginning. This is what happened to me last time.
This isn't what it was like last time I died. Last time I died, I got a title card.
I've never gotten a title card. What did yours say?
She's never gotten a title card. The first one I got said, Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess, and then after we both died, I got Chapter 2, The Spectre.
Well, the first one is sweet.
I'm still a hero. I've been trying to save the world. You know, a villain to one person might be a hero to others.
Well, maybe you're just misguided. And the story's not over yet. We might still find a happy ending. But I think it's time we start a new chapter. How about Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
The Princess and the Dragon. I don't actually know what I look like. Is that accurate?
I think so. You're kind of scary looking. Like, really scary looking.
Oh boy. The click of a latch and creaking hinges. Muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
A thump on the floorboard above, then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a pristine blade. Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear. Closer. So you finally chosen to confront the formidable beast and embark on the noble quest to salvage the world. Wait a second. Prito was transpiring here. Hey, the narrator, 345D. Hello, welcome to the stream. You see the Princess and the Dragon. Thumbs up, smiley face. Am I going to say anything? Silence.
I guess not.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump. Thump. Thump.
Have I mentioned that I love this chapter? And then a figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blades gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wide, hollow eyes. Pray do enlighten me. How is it they've assumed the role of the princess? What events transpired to bring about this extraordinary circumstance? Well, you see, I killed her, as the narrator asked me to, and then she was a ghost, and I let her possess me, and then, you know, killed myself while she was possessing me, because I figured it was the only way to actually, you know, kill her at that moment, because she was a ghost. And now we're here. Now I'm a princess. What do you want to do?
I guess we'll just have to talk to them.
Why would you let her possess you? Well, she was a ghost. There was no way to kill her then. I had to ground her to the world somehow.
So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head on the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive, suspicious, hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
I guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there?
No, I don't think so. You've always been a little quiet. I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Hi, opportunist. Circumstances led to her transformation into a specter. I killed her. Then she turned into a ghost. Let it be known, I'm so hot. The hero. This. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I love him. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Silence as the figure continues to stare with a wild grin, but does not act. There goes Candybot telling me to take a little break. Okay, Candybot, alright. I'll be drinking some water. And we'll be doing a little stand-up stretch. Remember, if you've been seated for a while, or have otherwise been stationary, it's a good idea to do a little stretch of movement, engage the muscles that have been idle. Sitting still for huge amounts of time is not necessarily great for humans. Consider this, if you indeed took her life, you were meant to bask in an eternity of bliss and happiness as a reward bestowed upon you by my hand. How could you forfeit such a magnificent reward? I was bored. Hope this helps. I was really incredibly bored. So, hope that, hope that clears some things up.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate.
What did you mean you were bored? Well, there's nothing for me to do. I was just hanging out for eternity, and I was just hoping for maybe a little bit more, is all.
I'm sorry. Did you just share privileged information with the enemy?
Hero is so hot. Sorry.
Well, it isn't privileged anymore.
Hi,
Now,
Hero.
do we really need all this secrecy?
Did she transform into a specter simply because you succumbed to ennui? Well, you see, I was bored, so I died to get out of there. Because there was nothing. There was no way out of the cabin. It was just stuck in a void. So I had only one option.
No, we don't.
Yes we do. Sidebar, everyone. Now. Chop chop.
I love this chapter. Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. You did so yourself? Well, yeah, I was bored. There's no response.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
They're not listening to me.
Right? How rude.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm not gonna let them push us around like this.
Yeah?
Hello?
Silence.
I'm trying to say something.
Silence again.
Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Hi, Cold. I thought you engage in such reckless behavior. Good heavens, you've put everyone in grave danger. Yeah, but I was bored. Do you really expect me to be bored forever? That's not a very good reward for saving the world.
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Oh, how very interesting.
Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it?
Hi, Hero.
Doesn't it?
Oh, his little stance.
Oh, it changes things, all right. We get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Opportunist, I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Wait, what?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
Sorry. I love this chapter so much. Just all the shots we get of the hero.
Fleshy.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
Opportunist. Oh, very nice. Thank you for the follow.
Are you doing this?
Sir, just look at him. Look at him.
Oh, I most definitely am.
You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Thank you, hero.
Now, we voted.
There's only 4 of you in there. Did you guys tie?
It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality.
Just this shot. I love this shot so much. The feathers. I'm parted upon you, magnificent gift of happiness and eternal joy, and yet you had the audacity to cast it aside without a second thought. How could you be so shockingly ungrateful? Well, did I ever ask for a gift of happiness and eternal joy? Mostly I just wanted to have something to do, and you didn't give me anything.
He shouldn't count.
He really shouldn't.
Says who?
Says, I don't know, all of us?
Says me. He's not one of us.
He really isn't.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
I love this chapter so much. This is gonna kill me. Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. Sincerely hope that he brings about your downfall with great prowess. We'll see. And then silence as soft eyes hesitate. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall.
Whoa.
See? That was easy. It was too easy. It felt bad.
Oh my gosh, we're back.
Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
Opportunist, with a surprising grain of truth there.
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important.
Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother?
Hey guys.
Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts.
Hey guys. Yeah, excellent work indeed, esteemed narrator.
Am I supposed to find that impressive? Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I?
Hey guys.
Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Ooh, okay. I'm very curious about a lot of these routes, but I believe for the way that we're going, I need to abandon her. So I'm going to turn around and leave.
You're back! Just as I intended!
Hey!
I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Hey, opportunist. I remember what it was like on the other side.
And that's a brilliant plan. Whoever needed violence, anyway? Inaction is still a choice. If you turn around and leave, you're damning everyone to death. But we're not damning ourselves.
True.
You're part of everyone.
Am I?
are we now?
That must be you in that body again, but you're just turning around and leaving? What about me? What am I supposed to do here?
I don't know. Stay there.
She sounds so sad.
Say nothing.
This is not a resolution. I don't know. It kind of feels like it is. Yeah, we got our decider back. And we didn't die. I feel on top of the world right now.
Very spies, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
You're not even going to answer me. What did I ever do to deserve you?
Nothing.
Okay, so theoretically, that should get us a red text princess at the end of the world.
It's so cold and empty here.
Theoretically, that should give us red text princess at the end of the world. But as you look over your shoulder, you do not find her, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. You don't need to comfort them.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally! We're going places.
So theoretically, that should get us red text princess at the end of the world.
Whatever makes you happy.
Theoretically. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Oh boy. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay, we're going to hop into our memories gallery just really quick, see if we got anything from that. Yeah, abandon a gentle companion to her fate. I think I gotta do a run where I kill her. We'll do that on another one of our bad ending runs. And then I need to be able to leave her the harsh companion at some point. So, an empathetic heart held in stencil. We'll figure that out later. But for now, we should have what we need for the ending we're going for. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
Okay. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Have the vessels had one? And hi, voice of the broken. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to see you. I always mourn myself.
No,
Fair and
their
reasonable.
minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Interesting. Please, hello, hi. We are, we're doing a bad ending run. We're going for all of the end of the world, or not all of them necessarily, we're going for, all red text princesses at the end of the world, and it's gonna be sad. But if I do this, if I do it once, then I don't have to do it again. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh, sweet.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Nice. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Tending the goddess. Oh, no, you should know your place. I know!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chat, it's gonna be real rough out here.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, alright, let's figure out what princess we're going for on this one. This is the last one we've got before the end of the world. What we've done is the cage, the burned gray, the wraith, and the princess and the dragon. The worst things in anger and death. There certainly are. Okay, I could do. Let's see. I could do the razor. I could do the wild. I could slay the wounded wild. I could do the den. I have the den or the apotheosis or the fury. I haven't been to one of those. Oblivion still awaits. Oblivion still awaits. Spooky. So I could do fury. I think if I kill her, I could do apotheosis. Also, if I kill her. I'm missing a lot. I'm missing a lot from the den. So maybe we do the den. I haven't been back to the den since my first playthrough. So maybe we do the den. Let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Indeed.
A warning before you go any further.
Mm-hmm.
She will lie,
Yep.
she will cheat,
Uh-huh.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Oh, certainly.
Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, alright, yeah, sure. Alright, so chat, we are going to be heading to the beast.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
And I need Voice of the Stubborn, which means I'm going to have to fight her.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. We are going to enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Mm-hmm.
This is an oppressive place.
Sure seems like
The
it.
air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hey.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Hey.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Yeah, I mean, let's just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You
There she
walk
is.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hi, princess.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay. Without saying a word to her, go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Ooh, spooky.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
It's probably fine.
She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
It's probably fine.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
It's probably fine.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
It certainly is.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Let's investigate the arm.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb.
Okay.
A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you.
Good for her, honestly.
Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh.
Oh boy.
Holy shit. What is she?
Pretty. Let's... Ooh, do we want to give up or fight back? Let's... Fight my queen? Yeah, sure, let's give up. Let's let her have this.
Are you serious? As the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers can no longer hold the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Oh boy.
This is the end, isn't it?
Also, I'm gonna drink some water while we do all this.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And I die! Chapter 2, The Beast. Miwen the Beastie.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
There's literally a princess in the basement.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, certainly, yes. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
I appreciate the the vote of confidence, but no.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything,
You're
though
forcing
the
me to
only
do this.
sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Oh, no one's forcing you to do anything. Yeah, like you're not twisting my arm. Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes, certainly.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I think I quite listened to you.
We did our best with the information we were given. And yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Yeah,
What do you
changing
mean?
realities.
Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
So I know that the different world entirely thing is probably how it actually goes, but I do think it would be really funny if time really did just reset. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, it might actually be that time resets, because the narrator tells us later that whenever we think we've died, the construct resets itself. So yeah, time is just rewinding.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Nothing, because the construct just reset.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know, man.
All the more reason to keep our wits about us. Should we even return to the cabin? We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Oh, hunted.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
I think I could if I really wanted to. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
The thing is, he's right. She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can something like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Oh, I'm so flattered. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes.
She will
She will
lie,
lie,
she will cheat,
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah, you've told me before, my guy.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it
I
plays
love
with its
Hunted.
freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Oh, I love the hunted. I'm certain that they said you get shunted into another construct in a nearby dimension. Every time we fail to run, that specific universe is getting destroyed by the princess. Oh, is it? Oh, I've mixed up my lore then. Pop off, honestly. I guess sure. Let's leave a trail of broken dimensions behind us. Seems chill.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
I love the hunted.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Sorry, I was being the wind again.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, I would love to take I would love to take the blade, actually. Well, actually, this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
It is interesting that the narrator never takes the existence of the voices in stride. Like, sometimes he's like, oh my gosh, how many of there are you? But the existence of the voices never confuses him. I think that's interesting.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Oh, have I done I want to see how handsome I am on this one? Okay, yeah, I didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Alright, and Candybot wants me to drink some water, which I, of course, will do. Thank you, Candybot, for the reminder. Much appreciated. Very cool. Very pog. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. Or it's dangerous.
Could be dangerous.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Well, at any rate, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It would indeed be difficult. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Oh, hi.
I can smell you.
Hey, princess.
She sounds almost feral.
Could be wrong about that, Laura, though. It's implied by the narrator, but he's not reliable, and the princess has implied that it's different every time for her. Sorry, work. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'd have to review the evidence as well, because it's not something that I've got straight to hand right here.
Impatient. Or maybe eager.
Oh, I love her.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
We're gonna take a save at the bottom of the stairs when we get
The
our
last
first
step
choice.
gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Except that she's literally right here.
You see
Fine,
only a
whatever.
flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Whatever, it's fine.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Maybe if he tells us that enough, we'll start believing it, and then it'll be true.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Except the hero, at the very least, is definitely convinced that she's something else.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hi, princess.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Okay, thanks for the information.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay, we are going to take a quick save so that I can come back here. Move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
The princess.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
She's gone.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Oh, hold on. I want to hop into memories really quick, see what we've got on Beast. Okay, probably trying to fight her to the death on this one. Yep, okay.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
Hey, hi, princess.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What do you want? Wait, actually, let's go. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have?
Okay.
We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
I haven't been getting options to slay her, narrator, but okay.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not.
And that's the crux of the issue.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Let's see. Let's, wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Also, we need the stubborn.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
Oh, hi.
You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Hi.
Ha! Look at that! We wounded her. And she wounded us. Bad trade.
Yeah.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
Oh, you know, I contain multitudes.
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Ah, gosh darn it.
You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught.
Ah, gosh darn it.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
I know, kinda hot is all I'm saying.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
Hey.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was.
Ah, you know me.
Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Oh, okay.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. Let's take a quick look at our memories gallery, see what that got for us. Okay, we got Fire to the Death, and... Oh, yep, that hurt. Are you the corner of you seem to be, or could you be a rival? And I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you, and it doesn't count if you're dead. All right. Wait, no, actually, wait, no. We got that one. We got this one the last time we did it, and she didn't mean to do that, but that hurt. We got this one. Okay. So we still need to free her. Okay, sorry. I like to keep track of this. And the Den, Chapter 3. Here we go.
You're on a path in the
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Hey, Stubborn.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
That's a great question.
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Okay, Stubborn.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Yeah, we are quite a bit past that, narrator.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Alright.
And how do you intend to do that?
Fight her.
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here.
Alright, we are going to be listening to Stubborn on this.
Now hold on. We're not just going to let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
I mean, I think we're a bit beyond that.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Good goes. Yep, bye, Close. Thank you for stopping by today. It was lovely to chat with you for a little bit. The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
Oh, Guy, we just keep losing.
Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you.
Shut up, narrator.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
And that's the plan.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big.
Fair enough.
And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop. That's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Alright, Stubborn. I mean, this is your purview. Okay, I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
Huh. Alright, well, no matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. Proceed to the cabin.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
The fated confrontation literally awaits.
We've already been over the plan.
We fight.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
No, it'll be great, hero. It'll be great.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Thank you, Hunted. Appreciate that. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings.
Pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Oh gosh, my mom is calling me. Give me just a sec. Well, my mom might be getting my dog a jacket. Sorry, smacked my head against the mic stand. Okay, alright. It could be neat, you know? She's usually pretty fine in the cold weather, but a jacket for her could be neat.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Yeah.
Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
Mad sus.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
Thank you, Hunted.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
We are going to take the blade.
Yes, take the steel claw.
We're gonna fight her.
You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
Aight. Approach the mirror.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
Me when I hesitate before entering the princess's lair?
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Oh, I love Hunted.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Now we're gonna smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
Oh, gosh darn it.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Thanks, narrator.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Say nothing and silently proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel, and though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Thank you, Stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna take a save here. We're gonna overwrite our save here. Step into the shadows, ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike.
Alright.
With the near
hello.
silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows.
Oh, I love her.
You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
Oh, she's so cool.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury. And beneath it all lurks something far more primal.
Ooh, I think this is New Den stuff.
Hunger.
You and hunger.
Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
No, this is hot.
I'd like to see her try.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right.
Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint.
Ooh.
Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence.
Ooh, fun.
And yet,
Ah,
for all
gosh
the
darn it.
wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
Okay, that's kind of hot.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? These wounds are starting to add up.
Oh, that's so hot.
Screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
Is there an ending where we can eat her?
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct.
Oh, I think there's an ending where we eat her, but I can't take it on this one. I need to follow Stubborn.
She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Chat, this is awful. Well, okay, we are definitely coming back to Den because an ending where we descend into instinct sounds so cool, actually.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Take the opening and strike at her heart. All right, Stubborn.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Thank you, Stubborn.
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done.
I mean, it's kind of hot.
No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart.
It's kind of hot.
You and the princess collapse to the floor together.
Oh, look
your
at
bodies
that.
fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hot. Oh.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you, Stubborn.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask.
Oh.
I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right?
He's gone. Everything is gone, except her and us.
Hi, honey.
It doesn't matter. We won.
Thank you, Stubborn. The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. But you don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Yeah. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. bird cursor. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh boy, okay. Let's see, we've got... What do we want to say on this one? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Okay. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
I think it's interesting that he says how far I've fallen when I'm awakening as a god. I was made to do this single task. Who made me? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Let's see. If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Let's see. Alright. What else have we got? What else have we got? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Alright, let's see what else we've got. Doesn't telling me this now mean that an intrusive thought could still end the world?
It doesn't. As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
Okay. How am I supposed to destroy an abstract construct?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What were we shaped from?
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Kind of cool, honestly. Like, I don't love the narrator, but that's neat. Oh, can I push more on that? Oh gosh, okay. Let's see. How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
What else? I've got one more. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Okay, yeah, so you're right, Corvigate, is that we do get moved to new worlds on that. Yep, there we go.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
There he goes. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Oh, great timing, Candybot. Right before the final battle. All right. One last quick little stretch break and water break before we fight the princess, because we're gonna be busy. We're gonna be busy real soon. If you've been stationary or seated otherwise in place for a while, always good to, take a little break for you guys as well. And don't forget to drink some water. Stay hydrated, y'all. Tasty. All right. Love to drink water. It's so good. Anyway, proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Except here she comes. Here she comes. And we're gonna fight her. I feel bad about this.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Hey, princess. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
It really is, to be honest.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I'm gonna have to fight her. So, if I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express.
Oh, this is gonna take us into the fight, isn't it?
You cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Here we go.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of blades.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Oh, princess, I'm about to... The more we fought, the more you became an animal. I put you down then, and I will put you down now. The world doesn't need your savagery.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match. I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, and then you left. What once was one, then was two. But it could be one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
When your spirit possessed my body, I excised you from my heart. When you tried to take me with you, I left you to languish. There's nothing you can do to me that lasts.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
This is rough. I love her so much.
The spirits. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. What force between choosing your death and forfeiting your body? You chose agency, but agency requires action, and action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
Even when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you. And when I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
Oh.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze.
This is rough.
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
She's making such great points here. I killed you without a second thought, and when you returned to set us both ablaze, I remained while you burned away.
The echo was deluded. A world without me would be an eternal hell. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye.
This is really cool still. I love that. I love this perspective.
It was fear that made our prison. And it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But even bound, you saw a light, and you gave me the wisdom to speak my heart and shed my doubts. Without fear, suffering ceases to be. Without fear, death dissolves. Without fear, we are free to choose beauty. Even when we reached the end, and you sent me plunging back into the abyss, I was already free of fear. That act was your final assertion of will over chains. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
I would love to. It's so easy to let you fall into the abyss. You needed me, but I've never needed you.
Enough!
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. The princess dives into you once more. But this time, no lone figure claws its way to the surface. Instead, you are swept up in the whole of her multitudes, an infinite tide crashing against you. I was a big fan of the new side of the princess that we're seeing. Awful that's under these circumstances, but you know, they're like gnats against your divine skin.
I am the thread that weaves nothing into something.
She tears into you, hand and fist and tooth and claw, the pace of your dance quickening and quickening and quickening. But the faster she moves, the more easily you keep pace. You have already seen the path to victory. As she strikes again, you catch her, hands clasping her wrists and wings binding her arms. A fear rises in her multitudes as they struggle against you, but you remain unmovable in your resolve. Okay, this is a really cool frame. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not a fan of the way that it's all happened that we're here, but this is a really cool frame. And then it's over. Her shoulders slump and her limbs go slack. You see defeat in her many eyes. I know, Corvigate, right? Oh, ma'am, I'm gonna kill her.
This shouldn't be possible. What are you? What can you ever hope to be without me to define your shape?
Oh.
Please, don't do this to yourself.
Oh. But the time for speech is over. You will make her see your truth. You're going to destroy her. She is gone. And you are truly alone. But there are worse things to be than alone. Your consciousness sits at the center of the long quiet. At the center of yourself. With nothing left to distract you, you can finally feel its edges. The artificial constraints put in place by a lesser thing that could never hope to understand you. Where the infinite folds into itself endlessly. Wow. The construct. It could only imprison you as long as you didn't notice it. And it has your full attention now. I'm like, wait, the ocean? At the mere thought it might break, it falls apart. Oh, it's usually a dying star when we break out. Why are we on the in the American Pacific Northwest? Why the pine trees and ocean? And there you see it. A world free from death. Your new world. Ever moving but never decaying. A world of uninterrupted experience. What things will you put in it now that it is yours? What beings will you carve into eternity to experience you? What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Whoa. I didn't like that ending. Like it was everything building up to it was fantastic. Like loved the fight and everything and all. Not a fan. Not a fan of just being by myself for forever without her. That was real rough. Didn't love that actually. Good game, still absolutely fantastic game, I will say. I'm glad that ending exists and that we've done it now and that we never need to do it ever again. You know, we got him. That's the end of that. Let's move through this to the end. All right. On big thanks to everyone. It's a really fantastic game. I'm so glad that there's so many people who've been involved in it. It's great. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, the track. Yep, here's our track list. Yay! Yippee! At any rate, though, I think that's what we've got. Let's head back to the main menu and check out our gallery. Okay, so at the end of everything, yes. Okay, so we've already done Destroy without any outside help. And then find your new world. Okay, so I still need to defeat her without outside help, and then offer her grace. That's still something that I've got to go for. I still need to slay her. Okay, so I only have 2 more. I only have 2 more bad endings to go. Yeah, one with a stranger, one where I just go back to her heart and slay her, and then I've got Finding Freedom as Gods, and yeah, and I think World Free from Death goes along with either one of these. This is where we leave with the stranger, and then this one is going to be we defeat her and then we offer her mercy. I feel much better about this, having these sections of the gallery filled in. Like, obviously I still don't love that we have to kill her twice. Not a fan of that. Really not a fan of that, but it's over. We did it, and we never have to do that particular route ever again. We've got 2 more to go of tough times, and then after that, we can be happy every single time. And it's gonna be great. With that in mind, though, that is where we're going to end the stream for today. Thank you everyone so much for coming. I hope you had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm currently streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be doing more Princess Sling tomorrow. We'll probably start one of our remaining 2 bad endings. But it's fine. But it's fine. We're doing fine with it. It's okay from here on out. The worst of it is over. Alright, in the meantime though, everyone make sure to take care of yourselves, drink water, get some sleep, take your meds, grab a snack if you need it. Love you guys lots, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.